stay, I'm afraid.
Well,
Yes, we
regardless.
can-
We can take him back to the
If we leave this place, it is likely that he will be instantly killed.
What if
He gestures to them.
He looks to the ward on the ground. What if we send him to another place which magic cannot reach easily?
Your
Well, I
place.
suppose that could work.
I will store him in my personal planar palace. That should be safe enough.
Let us come with you when you go.
Yes.
I have no reason to stay here.
Don't you have an airship?
That can be transported back, right?
Oh, so, this, I do, in fact. Well, take the others then.
So he looks to Laurel. Can you tell Arian to follow you?
I can. I don't know if he wants to.
He may not listen.
Why wouldn't he?
He may just
Because
go.
he doesn't know if he can trust Laurel in comparison to everyone.
Tell him to go home.
I'll do that. Take good care of him, Elrond. Just, we need that information.
Wait, away.
Grumble, grumble. I'll go back to tell the horse to go home, and then he goes to his airship.
Any of you guys coming along? You have 5 seconds. 5, 4,
Raphael, quickly!
Sure. Oh, come on.
I'm in the bag! I'm in the bag!
and teleported. As Laurel does the long walk home, then runs into that wall he can't get through.
He'll be home in like 3 days.
You run into the wall you can't get through. You will save and will
Shadow
save.
walks to the airship.
You shadow walk back to the airship.
I don't need that bullshit. Stupid place.
Fuck that
Oh,
shit.
The wall is the amusing bit.
goddamn wall. Well,
Yes. In that case, for the next few days, Laurel is now counted as indisposed.
Can Alvron
I'll
like
fly
drop
my
me
airship.
off at some temple? Useful enough, and you know.
Meantime, everyone but him. Actually, and the horse.
the horse is faster than the ship.
Not, but the horse has to sleep,
Yeah.
Yeah.
why it makes up in the end.
Okay.
The ship can just carry on and carry on and carry on.
Lightbird never tires.
I will fetch the other two for you. What, an Archmage, and there should be a king lying around here somewhere. Kingy!
Oh, you should have called him Kingy. Ha ha! He would have been even more angry. Hey Kingy, I am banging your wife.
Kinky.
One king. There we go. Where is that Archmage? When you need him. There he is.
Ooh.
You arrive! You're currently
Yes.
inside the Archmage's plane. Apparently on top of what right now seems to be basically a very, very, very tall tower with the world's most narrow staircase.
Raphael looks down at the king, shrugs and says, well, I would prefer if you keep him safe until we all can gather and prepare to plumb his mind, I suppose. At some point, we also need to inform the Empress that we actually have him.
Well, the sooner you talk to him, the better, right? You can always talk to him again later. Although you might want to wait a day so Archmage can prepare all the good spells.
Yeah.
Although he might have scrolls and stuff.
Also, Archmage, please keep this between us for the time being. That the king is here.
There is an entire wall resting on his head, Zoe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Still, the Empress tends to be a little...
Hence why the witch might want to kill him.
There is a whole 120,000 gold bounty for
That's a
his...
good point.
For-
That's a lot of money for research.
Yeah. You know?
Luckily, you cannot hear Riff from beyond the grave.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But I'm saying, you know, as player,
All I'm
that's-
saying is I just don't want the Empress coming here and killing him.
The Emperors can't get into this plane right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just don't want him to go, oh, we found the king.
What's she
He
gonna
doesn't-
do?
Raphael says, yeah, give us a few days, Archmage, until Laurel gets back. Then we can talk to the king and deliver him to the Empress. It will take no more than a week at most.
I'll give him 1 week of free rent up here.
He nods. Good. Now, I'm afraid I need to bring this bag to someone. Where's the exit?
He looks at the bag, smirks.
Raphael
Down the stairs, second portal on the left.
Thank you, and do take care of the guy. Points at the king. We went to some trouble to get him.
He seems to place his hand against the wall. Suddenly part of the wall reshapes into a set of iron bars surrounding him.
Yep.
Is the king angry?
Raphael nods, slips out.
The king, you have a feeling if he could, would be trying to kill himself right now. Just to get out.
Where is the sister usually located? At home?
What sister?
At the manor, or
Which? Who are you looking for?
Riff's sister?
Riff's sister will be at her house, which is over here.
It's in the dragon quarter.
There. Okay. Well.
Yeah.
Why would you bring the bag there?
Asking around a bit, you know. He will knock on the door.
The fox opens the door up and looks at you.
The fox heard himself first.
Aww.
Raphael holds the bag, looks down at the fox, looks sad.
The fox shakes its head and points its tail inside.
Yeah, Raphael walks inside.
The fox nudges the door shut.
What does a fox do?
You see Luciana reading a book, looks up at you as you walk in.
I don't really know how to tell you this, Luciana, but I am afraid. He nods, yes.
She holds her head.
Raphael holds up the bag. You probably shouldn't look inside.
She's always getting herself in trouble. Of course, the first time she goes on some grand adventure since we met each other again, and she gets herself killed as usual.
Raphael looks sad. 4 pieces, I'm afraid.
How terrible. She looks at the bag, sighs.
Riff sighing from beyond the grave. She is.
I'll see what I can do.
I don't know much about these things. I only know we have done it 4 times in the past, so I suppose the 5th time shouldn't be a much problem.
The gods of death are going to get upset eventually with this.
Do I get the 5th one for free?
The gods of death may bar her from returning at some point if she keeps this up.
Gets a stamp card.
Yeah, Riff's had enough now. She's not doing anything rash. She's had enough.
I walk in right next to like the super powerful melee fighter.
She's gonna be behind every.
Luciana gets up, walks over to, grabs the bag.
You can get a cloak of minor displacement. It's a constant blur effect that gives you a 20% miss chance for anything attacking you. It's just on always.
I have blur, but I thought bringing him down first would be.
That's why you have it on a cloak, or you get a quicken rod so you can cast like basic buffs really quickly if you need it.
Yeah.
Yes,
it really helps.
She would take Riff's body and, somewhat expectantly but somewhat sadly, looking to you and inform you that it looks like she has extra work to do now.
Yeah. Well, if it goes south and it can't be done, just inform us and we will show up for the funeral. And
you will be the VIPs.
Oh, how grand. Raphael will leave the bag in the door, in the hallway.
The fox leads you out.
Sighing, shaking his head. He will go home.
We're not gonna talk to the king now.
It's gonna be a few days.
Maybe we should move Rifflin down there.
What?
The body.
What?
Your body is here, dummy. Here.
Oh.
To the dungeon.
That doesn't really matter.
Oh, is the DM AFK?
Yes. DM's just gone AFK.
Alright.
Look at the giant X.
Yeah. It'll fix itself.
I haven't loaded the background image either, so it's just like a black place with all these different buildings on. It really shows how many of them there are at this point.
Yeah.
Except in Southside. It is just the most barren place. We've not cared to go there ever.
Because Cool Rune's got that shit locked down.
And it's also just like residential. It's just like,
yeah,
like pure low density residential.
He's got it so locked down. We just don't know.
Okay, so Riff,
Yeah.
how much money do you have?
Oh, my Crusader Kings. She'd like take some of it. This will be my.
I have a bit.
Money. Do you say?
How much money do you have? How much money do you have available for her to use to resurrect you?
I have 5,000.
5,000 gold.
Yeah.
As a player, are you okay with us spending all 5,000 gold on resurrection?
Yeah.
Because there is an alternative, I think. She could reincarnate you instead.
Oh God, no.
Keep it, but you
Reincarnate.
might become an orc.
Yeah,
Or
that's the
bugbear.
problem. Yeah.
Or
I think it's the
bugbear.
strength of being a
Or
bugbear.
a
On the other hand, you would
troglodyte.
gain ratio bonus to a stat.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Because,
no.
reincarnation will only cost you 1,000 gold, not 5,000.
Yeah, 5,000.
You know, maybe you should start thinking about that.
You could reincarnate 5 times for the price of this.
And you will be a new thing every time.
It's okay. It's okay.
It might be fitting. You're chaotic, so you keep changing.
Well.
What face is
takes
Riff
a
gonna wear
death.
today? Let's find out.
So you would like to be returned to your old body?
Yeah, please.
Very well.
Take out a bank loan.
Well, so Riff is going to wake up with no money left in her wallet. All 5,000 has been used.
She has like a few silver, and
She must use
she's
it.
gonna get some money for from income.
Meanwhile,
Yes.
you know, Laurel's on his way back by airship.
He spends
Everyone
his
else-
days basically making a few alchemical things.
Everyone else is resting for the night.
Making some tangle burn bags. Slowing them.
There's a whiff of arcane magic from the Dragon District. The next morning, Grifflinge, you will be alive. How you have lost that 5,000 gold. You are currently on one hit point per hit dice. So that is how many hit points do you have? 77.
9.
So
As you take something like that. Yep. And you also have 2 negative levels.
2 negative levels. Permanent.
Yes. So meaning you only need to spend 2 restorations on 2 separate weeks,
Great.
which also cost 1,000 gold each.
Even if I cast it, I don't remember.
Yes.
Reincarnation looks pretty good now, huh?
Reincarnation would have the same 2 negative levels, but would still be, it'd be 3,000 in total instead of 7,000.
So Mad Laurel has a document that says he cannot be reincarnated.
Oh, wait! Don't.
His
don't
current form is
oh,
costing way
what,
too
what?
much money too.
Ah.
It's been.
Ah.
There's the issue because the fact you had the negative levels were taking away your hit points.
Ah, okay. All right.
There you go. You can
There you go.
just go ahead and wake yourself up.
Yep.
Yes, Riff will be alive and awake, and all of you will be sent letters. Well, some of you will be sent letters saying this in the morning. Most- any of you with permanent addresses.
Currently not at home.
Yes, you're not at home, so you won't. So do you wish to interrogate the Do you wish to interrogate him today, or wait until Laurel gets back in, 3 days?
Well, you can go ahead. I think we have a lot of the same questions, but
Mm-hmm.
if there's something you want to wait with asking him, then you might as well just interrogate him about the common stuff now, and then ask that when I come back. There's no reason to risk him dying or leaving or something bad happening, and because we
True.
stayed for a few extra days.
True.
Let's squeeze him a little now.
Well, I got all the judgment here. I like that spell.
The Archmage is curious to know why the Prince Bishop betrayed us as well.
Yeah. Is Zoe the only one gonna be there to interrogate?
No, I'm gonna show up. I don't know how I get in, but
The same way you got out.
Because you walk in behind the bookshelf.
You go into the Archmage's Academy. There's a secret bookshelf you can go through, which
Behind
leads.
the bookshelf.
it's just so. It seems so very personal.
But it's like, yeah, you can crawl under the table and go through the portal. It's sort of up underside of the table.
After you jump off
Nobody
the
ever thinks
chair
to
at
look
midnight.
there.
And,
I would do that. You have to crawl under a table.
Yeah, and then go up. You can stick a finger out and like tickle people's knees. And they're like, what is that?
But yeah.
Archmage giggles.
Is it
Is
only
Bollard,
one
is Bollard and Riff coming or not?
Depends on what time of the day it is.
Sure, though.
Day or at night. There you go.
I
mean, you're
don't know. Doesn't matter.
You're resurrected during the night, so you're awake when this happens.
Okay.
Just you're going to be severely wounded.
Yeah, because Riff wants to go somewhere at night.
Hey,
Sebastian,
Dark, can you grab my token from the...
I don't know where it is.
The other
It's
one.
on your.
No, I know, not that token. The one from the other map.
Which map?
The one where we fought the king.
Okay.
Why?
Because
Why
I
doesn't it
have
update to
updated it a little bit.
Hmm.
Because I forgot to update my rage rounds and stuff.
Well, you've slept, so.
Well, no, I forgot the total number is increased.
The Riff, you coming or not?
If it's night when she's resurrected, she probably won't want to go interrogating the king. But I've PM'd you where she would go if it's nighttime.
We were resurrected during the night,
Yeah.
and then this is happening probably, the morning.
Okay. She probably doesn't want to. She's just come back from the dead.
You're, again...
Interrogating the king isn't really on her agenda.
Luciana will act as a psychologist for you and, ask about your traumatic experience, and...
Like a cut to piece of the south. I mean,
please describe what Pharasma thought of you showing up in the court again.
Oh, the pain, the unending
I
pain.
can't describe it.
Don't send me back there, please.
You have to go ask her what she said. Stop.
I just keep dying every time. It's like I'm trapped.
She will inform you of the option of reincarnation.
An endless nightmare.
think about it, sister. You could have been a dwarf now.
She's just
Wouldn't
saying
that
it would
be
have been cheap.
wonderful?
She's just saying it would have been cheaper and had the same result.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't have known the difference.
Anyway, the rest of you gather. The king is currently sitting inside the same cell, which you have a feeling. You look at it, you think the cell's got slightly smaller since last time you were there.
She looked at it and looks at Elrond. What's up with the cage? Has it been bad?
He said a few things he shouldn't have to me, so I decided to make his room slightly more cramped.
Rahal shrugs. Don't mind him. He's trying to provoke you to try to kill him.
Oh, don't! I'm not going to give him that mercy. Plus, anyway, I'm sure you know. The Empress would love to have a final talk with Kingy first.
By the way,
Everyone knows the nickname now, apparently.
It was kind of said in the middle of the Imperial Court.
I suppose, yeah.
Like all the Lord Mayors know it now.
yeah. By the way, he is a devoted. He's devoted to Asmodeus.
Does not surprise me.
Well, let's tell us about the Prince Bishop. What have you done with him? Where is he and how do we get him back?
Well, he's the Prince Bishop. You know everything you need to know about him.
No,
Why is he?
What have
Why
you done
did he
to him?
leave? What have you done to him? What do you know?
All I did was simply remind him of something he forgot to do.
What did he forget to do?
I don't remember.
Liar. What did you forget to do?
I don't remember.
Do you want to see
Rahal-
Hell again?
Rahal looks over to the Archmage. Is he bluffing or can he actually lie to us?
He can lie to you right now. There's nothing stopping him in the room.
Could you put anything on him to stop him, perhaps?
Well,
Make him more cooperative.
there are ways.
We have ways.
Now, let's have a look. He opens this book but quickly scrolls through. Let's see. This? No, maybe this. No. Ooh.
Just pick something, please.
He considers for a moment. Well, this will have to do for now. As the Archmage seemingly does not choose to prepare something from his book, you notice, but instead reach into his large amount, reach into his large robes and pull out his what seems to be a holy symbol.
What holy symbol?
What holy symbol is it? It is the holy symbol of one is it he's using? Let me just check that for you.
Is Nethus, perhaps? I don't know.
He's not Nethus.
He was dressed as the Ori.
Is it the
It's
black
not the monk
butterfly?
god.
Black
It
butterfly?
is
It's like pulls out the holy symbol of Ravagug.
Alceta,
Alceta.
which
No
is
idea.
which is the minor deity of doors, transitions, years, and time.
Oh,
She
God
she
of
is
time.
yes, she is a god about about transitions, the passing through from one to another, through a doorway or through year to year, teleportation.
Sure, we don't judge.
But
Everyone's totally judging.
seemingly some kind of circle seems to surround you all.
Mm-hmm.
Can you all make me a will save?
What a rude dude. No! Jake dies.
Bollard and the king, you cannot tell a lie.
Oh,
You know what? We're not gonna embarrass you.
Raphael and
no.
Zoe, you may tell lies.
What do you think of me, Bart?
Well, I'm gonna leave before you ask me any questions like, what are you truly planning? Well, hang on. Well,
You don't
I
have
can
to
just,
say
like,
anything.
not
You just
talk,
nod.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
Like,
The king is not the archmage is immune to his own spell.
Well, Raphael, ask you, well, what did you remind the Prince Bishop to do?
He looks to you with a smirk. I believe I told him to oh, what was it? Remorse of the past.
what is that remorse of the past?
You could always ask him.
I would, but why would I do that when you're right here next to me? Tell us.
He knows the story better than I do.
Where is he now?
I want to hear it from your beautiful face. Come on.
I don't know where he is. I wish I did, actually. I could have asked. I had a few favors to ask him, such as like that lovely sorceress of yours cast some spells on me I didn't like.
So Raphael rolls his eyes. So the King Bishop has run away, and we don't know where he is.
I know he's safe. I've talked to him. You know, we can get him here probably if we tell him that you're here. And we've captured you.
Oh, please do. I need everything to speak to him about.
No. Why would we help you?
Your kind and generous souls.
I showed you hell yesterday.
I can look over that.
Tell me, what did you do?
I'm not picky.
I simply reminded him of what he did.
Yes, and what is that?
I don't know if I want to tell you.
Do you want to see where you're gonna end up again?
Do your worst.
She uses judgment on him again.
I don't think it's working very
He does not seem shaken this time.
Mm. You know, I can do this all day until you crack.
I've been married to the Empress for years. Do your worst.
Yeah, well, I think he's got you there, so
Good
honestly.
point.
Yes. Yeah. Whew, let me tell you. She is a handful, that one. We have been going at it now for, I don't know. Huh? Looked at the king, smiles.
The king right now is too exhausted to enter a rage.
Well, you know.
Worth a shot.
You know what? He annoyed me. I'm gonna use early judgment on him again.
Okay.
Okay.
He does not seem to be shaken.
Why not?
He's resisting.
He doesn't give a fuck.
So, can you tell us a little bit about the assassination of the old emperor?
I don't know a thing. Well, I do know. I do know some things, but nothing more than public knowledge.
What do you know about the experiment in the basement you had?
If you know
What
what I
experiment?
mean. Wink, wink.
What experiment? What basement?
You're downstairs.
You happened to torture this little kid.
Where?
You,
It was not in
Good.
the basement. It was in a board keep.
can I quickly
You're kind of
say out of character? Does Alvin actually know that we went to the keep?
No.
So saying, "Oh, you had a secret project in the keep," and did you know why did you do that?
Unless Laurel has told him. I don't know.
That would bring some suspicion, right? That would be some bad suspicion.
Mm-hmm. Raphael is not asking that question.
I'm just saying, I would avoid that.
Anyway, so it looks to Elrond. Is there a way for you to make him talk? We need to know what he...
He's talking. He did ask you a question.
Yeah, but he's not answering.
Looks to him.
Mm-hmm.
There are ways I can make him more inclined to talk.
That would help.
Unfortunately, his will is strong. Probably one of the strongest. No, not through training, but through stubbornness. Which is real unfortunate. Though I guess compared to the Empress, their stubbornness is equal.
Mm-hmm.
But I will see what I can do. Opens its spellbook briefly, scrolls through a little bit. Looks down at him. Kingy. I know you're not going to like this, but he seems to cast a spell. You know how you really enjoyed my services in the past. You know you want to help these people out. Tell them as much as you know. He seems to squirm as you can clearly tell some kind of magic's entering him. Oh, don't be like that. As the Archmage repeats himself. And continues repeating himself.
He's using the Force.
These are the humans.
Probably about... Let's have a look. Probably about the 5th time he repeats himself. You notice suddenly the king stops like squirming around and just kind of looks limp for a second and then looks around to all of you.
Mm-hmm.
Right. He broke quicker than I thought. Excellent. He'll be more inclined to talk to you now. A favour to me. He smiles wickedly.
What is it that you know about the Prince Bishop?
The Prince Bishop, a lot. When he unlocked his powers, did things he would much rather the main populace didn't know. Actually, so much so that some of them may even stop following him for it.
What did he do?
Not admittedly something of his choice, but looks to you. Are you sure you want to know?
Banged a nun.
Yes, I want to know.
That's something.
Did he stick it to a nun?
Have you ever heard of the town of Winterfall?
Has so heard of Winterfall?
Can you make me a local check or a history check?
Of course.
You would know Winterfall is a town far in the north that was completely engulfed in an absolute radiant fire.
Oh my god. Okay, yes, I know of Winterfall.
Well, its destruction may have been due to his awakening of his powers, let's say. At least in a sense.
Damn.
That's stupid.
He
In a s-
obliterated a town.
He obliterated a town in a sense.
his power. He was not. He was being forced to use powers which he had not yet fully mastered how to control. And it didn't. And it ended up backfiring quite horrifically. Gives him nightmares to this day.
Understatement.
Well, what did they expect?
They expected him to perform a miracle, quite literally, in fact.
Why did they do that to him?
He was the prince.
Drunk.
They were the Prince Bishop. They thought if he's the Prince Bishop, he could do it. They kept forcing him and forcing him and forcing him, and the effect was obvious.
Not. Well,
There are very few know about what happened at the event. Most who were there, died in the holy fire.
What else was it we wanted to know? Oh, where's the crown?
Crown? Which you referring to? The Empress's crown?
No.
Arcadia's crown?
No.
Imperial Arm Crown.
Oh, that one. Well, I am not actually entirely sure where it is at the moment. I have an idea.
But you took it.
Not quite. I did not take it, though I've been hunting for it for a while.
Yes, we found your errand boy.
Is he doing well? Actually, let me guess. He's dead.
So he shows no response at all.
I don't know exactly where it is. I've been hunting for it. Moving from location to location to where I think it might have been. At the same time, I'm trying to avoid, well, everything, including my old mistress.
The witch.
Yes.
Who is Agatha?
He pauses for a moment, seemingly in some kind of daydream. A noble woman with inquisitive taste.
I doubt it, but sure, go on.
We saw each other a few times.
And that's how I knew she doesn't have an exquisite taste. But go on.
I'm wounded by this.
You're wounded in some other places as well, if I recall correctly.
Quite, in fact. I believe you broke one of my ribs.
Talking about a bit of a downstairs area.
Anyway, continue. What about her?